I hung out with Glenn last night. Walked up to his house and he came over to my house. Okay.
Happy days. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. Let's see. My announcements. I do have a breathwork class next Monday. It's not here. My next one here isn't until the 18th of October. So it's the third Saturday in October. So I'm doing it's like a one-off with my friend Dante, he's an incredible musician. He plays like a bazillion instruments. So he'll be doing music and sound. He plays, I call it the slow bow. He plays viola really, really, really slow, and it's really cool. I think it's fun when he's there. So if you're interested in coming, it's Monday. It's at this big dome in someone's backyard in Midvale. So I can give you the address if you want to come. It's $33. It's 7:30 p.m. And then I have my Brian Head retreat still with a few spots left. It's the first weekend in December, the 4th to the 7th. It's it's a Thursday to a Sunday, very accessible. You can drive down like 3.5 hours. I think my retreats, especially these days, are really awesome. They're not just yoga, it's like a whole bunch of stuff. So yoga, meditation, and then we do like arts and crafts, we do poetry stuff, we do music stuff. There will be like multiple musicians there, so they're always just like an experience. And really, I think, good way to connect with yourself, connect with others, and then just explore different ways of expressing being in your body. So if you're interested, would love to have you. My flyers are out on the wall or in the bathroom. There's a QR code that takes you to my website, and all the details are there. There's a couple bunk spots left, so those are like the budget spots. And then there's one private room left that could be single or double occ. So, okay, that's all. Let's just do our practice. So comfortable seat if you're not there already, seated meditation. And I personally just like to move my body a little bit or stretch my body a little bit. So feel free to move around. Maybe reach your arms up. Maybe you feel like twisting. Maybe you feel like rolling your shoulders around or rolling your head around, feeling into your neck. So a good way to just kind of notice how you woke up, how you slept last night, what's going on inside. And then eventually find stillness. Just settle in. So you can rest your hands either in your lap. You could bring your hands to your heart. You could bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. So whatever resonates for you this morning. And then either close your eyes or lower and soften your gaze. So rather than looking around with big satellite eyes, start to bring everything a little more inward. And then see if you can just simply allow everything that is creating this moment right here, right now, just be noticed. Even the sounds outside from construction, just let them come, let them go. Feel yourself in this room, your sit bones against the ground underneath you, its support, its stability. Notice the air on your skin, its temperature, its texture. And then also tuning in to your own inner space. How do you feel? So not just physically, but also energetically, mentally, emotionally. Just really noticing whatever's flowing through you this morning. Start to notice the rise and fall of your breath. Feel into the expansion of your inhales, the contraction of your exhales. And we'll start with 3 big, deep breaths together. So very intentionally with your next inhalation, just fill up as big as you can. And then hold in that fullness. See if you can even take an extra little sip at the top. And then great big sigh, release, let it go. Very nice. Do that twice more. So big inhale, fill up. Hold. Extra little sip. And then sigh it out, let it go. Good. And one more time, just like that biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Pause. This time, maybe even 2 extra sips. And then open your mouth and great big sigh, release. Nice job. So now seal your lips. Begin to drop into your ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose, gentle constriction in the back of your throat. See if you can start to create that whisper noise, that oceanic sound as you breathe in and out. So this is different than just a typical nostril breath. You don't hear it or feel it as much as it moves through your nostrils. You hear it and feel it a lot as it moves through the back of your throat. So you're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat that you constrict when you whisper, when you hum, or when you gasp. So essentially, this is like a humming on the inside, humming without using your actual voice. So start to create your own internal vibration just by breathing in this way. Really tuning in to each inhalation, each exhalation, and allowing your breath to be like an anchor to this present moment. So when we focus on the inhale and the exhale as they are happening, really, we can't help but be present. Everything else just kind of falls away. So please feel free to stay right here a little longer or a lot longer. Please also feel free to come back here to your seated meditation at any time throughout class that you just want to take a moment to reconnect or maybe give yourself a break. This is always here for you. And this is yoga. If you sat here the entire time, just focusing on your breath, you're doing just as much yoga as anybody else in this space. So if you are now ready to move, take your breath with you, transition forward onto your hands and your knees, tabletop position. And start moving through some cat-cows to begin. So inhale, lift your heart, lift your tailbone, spread through your front ribs. And exhale, round, hollow out, curl in, maybe even push the ground away with your hands. So really working the flexion and extension of your spine. See if you can move not just with your neck and your low back, but really move through your mid-spine. Find mobility in your mid-back as well. Good, you guys. And then start to bring it back to just neutral spine position, so regular tabletop. And we'll move towards thread the needle. So make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart. Take your right arm out to the right and then reach it all the way up towards the sky. Breathe in. As you exhale, thread your right arm underneath you and then gently come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. And you can work it in any way you want to. So work it with your breath, or maybe you push into the ground with your left hand. Maybe you wrap your left arm behind your back. Sometimes I also like to take my left fingers and interlace them with my right fingers and kind of give my right arm a gentle tug. So finding more space in the back of my heart, in between my shoulder blades. But lots of ways to explore in this posture. Just feel whatever there is to feel today in your body. Maybe make little tiny micro adjustments to get something different out of the pose or to explore it in a new way. Take just about 2 or 3 more deep breaths. Good job, you guys. Soft through your face, your forehead, your jaw. If you do happen to have your left hand or even your left knee lifted, slowly return them back to the ground. On an inhalation, unthread your right arm, reach it out and all the way up. And then exhale, right hand down. Take a few clockwise circles with your hips now. So all the way over to your right, all the way back to your left, and then as far forward as feels right to you. So really exploring even your side bodies, feeling into your hips and your shoulders. If you feel tight spots and you want to move back and forth a little bit, feel free. So make these circles as big as you can. You can go all the way back, almost like you're in a child's pose. All the way forward, almost like you're in a cobra pose. Yeah, let's slowly make our way back to neutral. And then we'll set up for thread the needle on the opposite side. So knees at least hips width distance apart. This time take left arm out and up, breathe in. And then exhale to thread it through. Come down to rest gently, outside of shoulder, outside of head on the ground. Even though your shoulder and head are on the ground, there's not a lot of weight in them. So feel an invisible rope attached to your belly button that's lifting you up. Feel your big, spacious breath supporting you from the inside. So see if you can feel your inhalations in your back body especially. Upper back, mid back, all the way down into your low back. And exhale all the way to empty every time. Connect to your center. So at the bottom of each exhale, your belly button pulls in and up, and you feel that connection to your core. It's called Uddiyana Bandha. It's your core lock. Be here for about 3 more rounds. Nice job, everyone. Good variations. All right, if you do happen to have your right hand or right knee lifted, slowly return them back down. And then on an inhale, unthread your left arm. Reach it out and up once more, as high as possible. And then left hand down. And this time, some counterclockwise circles. So all the way over to your left, all the way back towards your heels, over to your right, and as far forward as your body allows. Just feeling around. And if there's any other type of movement that's calling to you, you can feel free to take it. Maybe you want to make figure eights with your hips. Maybe you just want to swivel your hips side to side. As you feel ready, my friends, we'll meet back in down dog. So continue with your circles for as long as you want, and then eventually downward facing dog is where we're headed. And start your own transition back whenever you're ready. And then back in your dog pose. Big deep breaths. And explore your down dog in any way that feels right to you today. So maybe that's pedaling out your heels. Maybe that's shifting your hips side to side or giving your head a little shake or a little nod. Sometimes I like to take my feet all the way out to the width of my yoga mat and then move my hips from side to side. Maybe you want to widen your hands and just see how that feels in your shoulders. Give your shoulders a little more space. Nice, Liz. Good, you guys. Beautiful poses. See if you can feel that connection to your center in your down dog. So again, that invisible rope attached to your belly button, it's pulling up, tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So ideally in your down dog, you don't want to feel like all of the weight is coming down into your hands and your wrists. You want to feel like energy is moving upwards. So how can you create that? Take one more big inhalation. Maybe lift your hips a tiny bit higher. And as you exhale, look to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, let's come into our halfway lift. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. And do that one more time. Inhale, spinal extension. Crown of your head reaches forward, tops of your thighs press back. Exhale, release and bow. And this time we'll take it all the way up to stand. Rise, inhale your arms, extend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flowing with breath for just a moment. Inhale, high mountain pose. And then slow dive down. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Nice, Norma. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Beautiful. Exhale, bow and fold. Press into your feet, connect to your center. See if you can lead with your heart. Rise. Inhale, arms extend, maybe even gaze up. Hands to your heart, exhale. Take that one more time. Half sun salute. Inhale, high mountain. Let your breath guide you down. See if you can go slow. Take the entire length of your exhale and then fold. Nice trace. Halfway lift position. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Thanks, Erica. All right, rise back up. Inhale, arms overhead. Feel the length in your side bodies. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach up and stretch. And then this time as you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Try not to lock out your elbows. So it helps me a lot if I bend my elbows and suction cup my palms together. And then imagine your elbows are also magnetized. So squeeze your elbows towards each other. So you can keep all of that and start to reach your hands back away from your body. And then only if you want to, add a little baby back bend. So press your hips gently forward as you hug in with your inner thighs. Puff up your chest, tilt your chin up. Try not to collapse your head back, but extend back so there's strength in the sides of your neck. Take one more big inhale. And then keep your hands clasped. Exhale, hinge at your hips all the way down into your forward fold. You can bend your knees a lot. So bend your knees as much as you need to so that you can relax your neck. Let your head be heavy. Maybe give it a little shake or a little nod. See if you can lift your butt higher by engaging through your core. And then see if you can lift your knuckles higher using the mobility in your shoulders. Take one more big inhale. So good. As you exhale, bring your hands to your low back. Nice, Marriott. And then release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. You can give them a little shaky shake or give your head a little shake. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position, and we're gonna get right into it. Side plank, right hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, left arm to the sky. Feet can be stacked or staggered, or you could even bring your right knee down if you feel like modifying. If your right knee is not on the ground, then focus on lifting your hips really, really high. So use the strength in your right side obliques, those abdominal muscles. Maybe left arm reaches forward. Maybe left leg even floats up. Nice, Courtney. See if you can lift your hips even higher. Beautiful. Awesome, Tara. Take one last big full body breath. And then slowly, nice, Ella, come back to plank or modified plank. All right, now listen. From your plank pose, one arm at a time, lower to your forearms, forearm plank. So elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, or if you want to modify, you can make a tripod with your hands. Moving towards dolphin. Walk your toes in and lift your hips up. So get your toes as close as you can to your elbows. Get your hips as high as you can. Don't let your shoulders come forward of your elbows. Press your heart towards the back wall. Breathe. You can stay where you're at or extend your right leg to the sky. If you're extending your right leg, imagine that you're rooting up through your right foot, taking weight out of your upper body. So nice. Keep hugging in with your upper arms. Keep pressing down through the belly of your forearms. Be here for about 2, maybe even 3 more breaths. So use your breath to hold you and support you from the inside. Soft face, soft jaw. So nice, you guys. Nice lepa. Take one last round if you want. Open your mouth as you exhale, sigh it out. And then bring your right foot down, bring your knees down. Sit back for a moment, either child's pose, embryo pose, or puppy pose. So give your arms and your shoulders a little break. You could roll your forehead side to side against the ground, little third eye massage. And then with your next inhalation, tabletop position, hands and knees. From your tabletop, we'll move into a spinal balance. So right arm forward, left leg back. Right arm, left leg. So long, strong, powerful line. Nice, Laura. So try not to create a smiley face shape today, but just a strong straight line of energy. Draw your belly button in and up and feel your connection to center already, like there's a brace around your middle. Nice, Chrissy. Take one more big inhale as you reach long. And then exhale, slow motion, elbow to knee underneath you like you're moving through molasses. Curl in, hollow out. Nice, Lyndon. Inhale, re-extend. Long, strong, powerful. Awesome, Pam. Exhale, elbow to knee. Once again, round your back. Push down through your left fingertips as you curl in. Inhale, reach, lengthen. And then one more time, just like that. Elbow to knee. Exhale all the way to empty. Good. Inhale, re-extend. This time as you exhale, reach your right arm back, bend your left knee, heel towards your butt, lift your heart, stay here if this is enough. If it is available, grab your foot or your ankle and work your pose with gentle leverage. So hug in with your inner thighs as you kick foot into hand and pull hand back into foot. Lift your heart using the mobility in your mid and your upper back. Breathe all the way down into your belly. So nice. Beautiful, you guys. One more full round. Your personal fullest expression. Nice, Ella. And then slowly release. Inhale, spinal balance. So re-extend. Exhale, lower down. All right. Come down to your left forearm only. And then scoot your right hand back like you're doing chaturanga with your right arm. And then see if you can get your shoulders as level as possible. So shoulders straight across from one another. Relax your neck, let your head hang, tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. So you are in a one-arm dolphin pose now. Yes, so good, you guys. Beautiful. Move your right hand back right here. Yeah. So chaturanga with your right arm, dolphin pose with your left. Use the strength in your core to lift you up. You can absolutely stay where you're at, or this time, left leg to the sky. So use the strength in your left leg to take a little bit of weight out of your upper body. Yes, relax your neck, soften your face, just about 2, 3 more breaths. If you're shaking a little bit, let yourself shake. Soften with your exhales. Yeah, one last big inhalation. Fill up as big as you can. See if you can feel a sense of buoyancy and lightness. If you want, open your mouth, sigh it out. Ah, good job. Bring everything down. This time, sit back into screaming toe pose. So knees about hips width distance apart, toes curled under. You're going to sit your hips back onto your heels. If this feels like a lot, you can bring your hands to a block or to the ground to take a little bit of weight off. If you're able to, just sit on back, hug in with your inner heels so your heels aren't drifting out to both sides. Just be here for a moment. If you want to do anything with your arms or your head or your shoulders, you're welcome to. We'll take about 4 or 5 rounds here. So the heat is going to start to build in your feet. That's why it's called screaming toe pose. So send your breath down into your feet and your toes. It's really good for your plantar fascia, the soft tissue at the soles of your feet. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or tightening up through your forehead. Let's see if you can soften. Big, spacious breaths. Last couple rounds. Nice job, everybody. Bottom of your next exhale. Come back to hands and knees. Untuck your toes. You can kind of pitter-patter your feet against the ground. Tap it out. And then as you're ready, downward facing dog. As you move back into your down dog, you might notice all the new awareness in your feet and your toes, the aliveness in your feet and your toes. All right, from your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. Stay here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Little cross. Yes, nice paw. Inhale back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Get as high as you can on your right arm. Awesome. Inhale back up. Nice, Devin. And then everybody, last one, knee towards your nose. Keep your hips high like you're still in down dog with your hips. All that space in front of you. Step forward, low lunge. Take a moment, my friends, and just move your legs. So if you want, back knee can come down. You can work your front leg towards straight. You can open your front hip. So just feeling around intuitively into your legs this morning. Get curious. What's going on in your hips and your hamstrings? What's going on in your knees and your ankles, even your toes? Yeah. Couple more breaths. Start to find your way back to your low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then we'll move eventually up into our high crescent lunge. So as you are ready, rise. Very nice. All 10 toes face forward, high on the ball of your back foot. And rather than sinking into your lunge, hug in. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward, and your legs are very stable. So legs are your foundation. Upper body then is your expression. So you don't have to do anything fancy, but just whatever you're doing, it's on purpose. Are you spreading your fingers wide? Are you softening your hands? Maybe today you even feel like bringing hands to your heart. So again, your pose, your expression, and just be aware of everything that's happening. Feel your breath moving through every little space. Beautiful. Nice, you guys. Take one more inhale in your crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, lean forward, bring your hands to your front thigh. And as you push your hands into your front thigh, draw your belly button in and up so you feel a connection to center. So not like you're doing a back bend, but the opposite, almost like you're rounding through your low back. And then as you are ready, we're gonna move into a balance. Lean forward, back foot floats off the ground. Keep pressing your hands into your front thigh. Keep drawing your belly button in and up. Keep your hips square so inner thighs face each other. Back toes face down towards the ground. You can stay where you're at or take your right arm forward. So right arm forward, left leg back. Strong, powerful line of energy. Good. You can stay right here and hold, or one more inhale here. Exhale, elbow to knee, curl in. So just like you did a moment ago on your hands and knees. Inhale, re-extend, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, slow motion. Inhale, reach. Core is the key here. Helps your balance. One last time, elbow to knee, exhale. This time, if you want, inhale, both arms reach forward, full warrior three. And then step back, crescent lunge. Left toes down, arms reach up. Nice job. Big inhale, maybe gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. We're gonna take a pyramid pose. So step your back foot forward, about a foot or so, depends how long your legs are. You want both feet flat on the ground. I like my feet on 2 train tracks rather than a balance beam, and I like all of my toes facing directly forward. So you choose what feels best to you. Inhale to a halfway lift, bring your hands to your hips, and then rise all the way up to stand. Once you are standing, check in with your hips. Look down and see that your hips are straight across from one another. So if your right hip is in front of your left hip, how can you adjust to change that? Take your arms to the sky. Breathe in, maybe gaze up. And then as you exhale, hands behind your back. You can either interlace your fingers, grab opposite elbows, or reverse prayer, reverse namaste if it's available. So wherever you are at, take one more inhale, lift your heart, lift your chin. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, slow dive down. As you're diving down, really pull your right butt cheek back, 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 back. If you do not like the arms, you want to let go of the arms and just focus on the stretch in your legs, that's fine with me. Keep pulling your right butt cheek up, 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 and press back through the top of your right thigh. Every single exhalation is an invitation to dive a little bit deeper from the inside. So use your breath to work the pose. See if every exhale you can feel something happen. Create a little more space. Nice, Jill. Take about 2-3 more rounds. So good, you guys. Good awareness. Awesome, Kate. One last inhale. Then as you exhale, slowly release your hands. Bring your fingertips to the ground. So bend your front knee as much as you need. Walk your hands forward and float your back leg up, standing splits. So right foot is your base, left leg lifts. It's just like a one-legged forward fold. I do not care how high your left leg goes. Nice, Adrian. But I do care that there's energy running all the way up into your left toes. So spread your left toes or wiggle them around. Nice, Jen. See if you can relax your neck, same way you would do in a forward fold. See if you can feel your strong core, same way you would in a forward fold. If there's any way you want to explore this pose, feel free. Just a couple more rounds. Awesome work, you guys. Last big inhale, lift your left toes a teeny tiny bit higher. And exhale, set your left foot down in the top of your space, forward fold. You can give your right leg a little shake out if it wants. And then heel toe your feet out to the width of your mat. Pivot your heels in, toes out. Come down into a low yogi squat, malasana. So if possible, heels stay on the ground. Elbows to inner knees or inner thighs. Hands to heart. And then if you'd like, you can explore a little bit of cat-cow action through your spine and your pelvis. So it just kind of changes the pose ever so slightly and what you're getting out of it. It's not a big movement. It's pretty subtle. Try to keep your heels down. And if you're rolling onto the inner edges of your feet, press into the outer edges as well. Nice. Take about 3 more breaths. Send your breath down into your hips and your pelvis. Soft face, soft jaw. If you've got your heels on the ground, see if you can pick up your toes and spread them apart. So good, everyone. Nice, Sid. One last deep breath. And then bottom of your exhale, fingertips to the ground, hips to the sky, heel toe your feet in however you prefer them. So hips width distance or big toes touch, whatever you like. Inhale, halfway lift position. Exhale, bow and fold. And then rise, take it all the way up. Big full body stretch, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, this time just a little baby back bend. Cactus your arms, curl open, make it come from mid and upper back. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And exhale takes you down nice and easy. Forward fold, beautiful, nice, Sue. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Top of your push-up, pause. Side plank. So left hand is your foundation. Roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Right arm reaches up, or right arm could reach forward towards the front wall. Nice, Liz. Really work your hips towards the sky. So the higher you can lift your hips, the less you're going to be holding weight in your shoulder and your wrist. Maybe even float your right leg up. And as your right leg lifts, lift your hips even higher. Awesome. Nice, Norma. Nice, Lepa. Take one last deep breath. Awesome, Paul. And then slow motion back to plank pose. From your plank pose, keep your core strong. Lower down to your forearms, forearm plank. Elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread super wide, and especially press into thumbs and index. If you want to make a tripod to modify, that'll be a little less intense, feel free. Moving into a dolphin pose, walk your toes in, lift your hips up. So rather than shoulders coming forward of your elbows, keep pressing your heart back towards the back wall. Keep breathing big and spacious. If you would like, option to extend your left leg to the sky. So use your left leg to lift you up out of your shoulders. Imagine you're stomping your foot up on the ceiling, rooting up. Take about 2-3 more breaths here. Soft face, soft jaw. Your mind will tell you you can't, but your body can. It's capable of so much more than your mind would ever want you to know. You can do hard things. Stick with it. Take just one last big, huge inhale. And if you want to, open mouth sigh. Ah, left foot comes down. Take a rest. So child, embryo, puppy. Any movement in your child's pose, hips can swivel side to side, forehead can roll side to side, hands could reach side to side. Good job, you guys. Find a sense of grounding. So the ground underneath you, imagine you can vacuum up some of its energy, take it into your body. What does grounding energy feel like? All right, rise up to your hands and your knees, tabletop. Spread your fingers nice and wide and actively push down through your fingertips. So already you should feel strength in your shoulders and even your pectoral muscles, your chest muscles. Left arm forward, right leg back this time. Left arm, right leg. Strong, powerful line of energy. Your hips are square, so your right toes face towards the ground, not out towards the side of the room. And then feel that connection to your center. Belly button pulls in and up. Feel that brace around your middle. One more inhale. Good job. As you exhale, elbow to knee like you're moving through mud slowly. Inhale, long, strong, powerful. Reach. Exhale, elbow to knee, round, hollow out. Nice, Kate. Inhale, lengthen. And then last one, elbow to knee. Feel your core. Draw your belly button in and up as you round your spine. Inhale, re-extend. And then moving towards half bow variation. Left arm reaches back. Bend your right knee, lift your heart. Stay here, or if it's available, grab your foot or your ankle. Nice, Jen. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Hug in with your inner thighs to stay out of your low back. Lift your heart using the mobility in your mid and your upper back. And then breathe all the way down into your belly. Your personal fullest expression today. Take one last round. Slowly release, come back to your spinal balance. Long, strong, powerful line. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop. Okay, right forearm down. And then left arm is in chaturanga. So scoot your left hand back about a foot. Right forearm down, left hand scoots back, left arm is in chaturanga. Get your shoulders as level as you can. So if your left shoulder is a lot higher than your right shoulder, feel how can you even out your shoulders? Tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. Yes, good job, you guys. So your left elbow should be on top of your wrist. Relax your neck, let your head hang. Your right arm is in dolphin, your left arm is in chaturanga. Your core is lifting you up. Stay where you're at or extend your right leg to the sky. Use your right leg to take weight out of your upper body. So active through your toes. Big, spacious breaths. If you're shaking, let yourself shake. That's your edge. Meet yourself there. Breathe into it. Soften around it. Take just about 2 more rounds. You guys are doing awesome, Miss Erica. I know it's hard. You can do hard things. Take one last inhale. Sigh it out if you'd like. Then right foot down, knees down. Once again, screaming toe pose. So toes curled under, sit back. Your knees are about hips width distance. Try not to let your heels drift out to the sides, but instead hug in. You can either just rest your hands in your lap, or if there's any way you want to explore through your upper body, feel free. You just roll out your shoulders or head. You could roll out your wrists. Yeah, and if you need to take weight off at any time, hands can come to the ground or a block in front of you, and just lift your hips. It's called screaming toe pose for a reason. The heat is going to build in your feet for sure. Send your breath into it. Soften. About 3 more. Unclench your jaw. Unfurrow your brow. One last round. Bottom of your exhale. Back to tabletop. Untuck your toes. Pitter patter. Tap it out if you'd like. Sometimes I even like to lift my feet and point flex, or roll out my ankles. And then as you're ready, downward facing dog. Take your hips up and back. Feel all that energy and aliveness through your feet. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Stay here and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. So a little cross underneath your body. Nice, Tara. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stretch it out. Left to left. Aim for your tricep as high as you can get on your left arm. Inhale, back up. Nice, Norma. Now, everybody, knee towards your nose as you exhale. Keep your hips high. Don't let them sink down. And then step forward softly. Good, Sue. Take a moment to work through your legs any way you want. So back knee might come down. Maybe you work your front leg towards straight. Maybe you open your front hip. So just feeling around any way you like. Maybe you had a twist. All right, start to find your way back to a low lunge with your back knee lifted. And then high crescent lunge is where we're headed. So rise when you're ready. So strong through your legs. Nice, Chrissy. Hug in with your inner thighs. High on the ball of your back foot. Get your back leg as straight and as strong, as powerful as you can. So your back leg should feel just as strong as your front. Little tone in your belly. If it feels like you're flaring your ribs forward, draw navel to spine and feel that brace around your middle supporting you. Arms and hands are intentional. So whatever you're doing with your hands, with your fingers, you know what you're doing. You're aware of it. It's on purpose. Nice work. Nice, Erica. Take one more big inhale in your crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, lean forward, bring your hands to your front thigh. Push your hands into your front thigh and puff up your low back. So again, almost like you're rounding through your low back. And then lean forward, float your back foot off the ground. Try to keep your hips square so your right toes are facing towards the ground, not out towards the side of the room. Inner thighs face one another. Stay where you're at if you want, or take your left arm forward. So left arm forward, right leg back, asymmetrical warrior 3. Reach long. Stay here, or one more inhale here. Exhale, elbow to knee. Use your core to hold you. Inhale, re-extend, long, strong, powerful line like you're moving through honey. Exhale, elbow to knee. You got this. Yes. Inhale, lengthen. Nice, Laura. And just one more time. Elbow to knee. Exhale. Inhale, maybe both arms forward. Full warrior 3. And then exhale, crescent lunge. Step your right toes to the back of your yoga mat. Woo. Inhale, reach up. Gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Good job. All right, pyramid stance. So step your back foot in about a foot or so. Both feet flat. And if you want, like me, I like my feet on 2 train tracks, not a balance beam, all 10 toes face forward. So the intention is to square off your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your hips, and then rise all the way up to stand. Check in with your hips, so look down, see that they are straight across from each other. If they're not, how can you adjust to change that? And then arms to the sky. Inhale to reach high. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. And again, options either interlace, grab opposite elbows, or prayer hands. If you interlace, invitation to switch your fingers to one finger over. Take an inhale to lift and open through your heart. And then as you exhale, hinge forward. So pull your left butt cheek back as you hinge at your hips. And then eventually bow over your left leg. If you want to let go of the arms, if they're not helping at all, then maybe just let go of the arms, focus on the stretch in your legs. Keep pulling your left butt cheek up, 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 and press back through the very top of your left thigh. If possible, you want to get your left quad muscle, the front of your left thigh, to fire up, to engage as you stretch through your hamstring, the back of your thigh. Every single exhalation is an invitation to go a little deeper. So at the bottom of your exhales, use your core, draw your belly button in and up, and fold just a little further from the inside. So I probably won't see it on the outside, but you feel it. Take just a couple more. Good job, everybody. One more inhale. If hands are behind your back, as you exhale, slowly release. Fingertips to the ground. Bend your front knee as much as you need to get your fingertips to the ground. Walk your hands forward. Float your back leg to the sky. Standing splits. Good. So reach your right leg really high. Spread through your right toes. Belly button pulls in and up like that invisible string is attached. It's pulling straight up towards the ceiling. If there's any way you want to explore, you're welcome to. So be in this pose and move your breath into every little space. If your left leg is feeling it, send your breath there. Remind yourself that you can do hard things, that your body is stronger than your mind tells you. Nice job, everybody. Good work. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, top of your space, forward fold. Set your right foot down. Give your left leg a little shaky shake. Heel toe your feet out to the width of your mat once again. Heels in, toes out, low squat, malasana. So this time you can do the same thing you did before, or option to add a little twist. Left arm out to the left, your arm is inside your leg, and then right arm reaches up. Gaze up at your right hand. If the bind is available to you, you can take it. You don't have to force it. Press your left arm into your leg and your leg back into your left arm, and use that to help you open even more. Take one more round on this side. And then bottom of your exhale, release and just switch sides. So right arm reaches out, left arm reaches up. Press your right arm into leg, leg into arm. Use that as gentle leverage to open more. Nice, Chrissy. Good, Marriott. Take 1, 2 more breaths. Nice, Liz. Awesome, Jill. And then bottom of your next exhale, release. Fingertips to the ground, hips to the sky. Forward fold, heel toe your feet in however you like them. Big toes touch or hips with distance. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise all the way up. Big full body stretch at the top. And exhale, hands to your heart center. We'll flow for a moment. Breath to movement. Inhale, reach up. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign, reach. And then stick your butt out behind you as you exhale. Dive down slowly. Forward fold. Halfway lift position. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Plank position. Move through your vinyasa however you'd like. Come here, oops. See you in down dog. So just take it on your own. You can give yourself an extra breath or two in your heart opener. Nice work, everyone. Ujjayi breath. Reconnect if you've lost it. All right, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then this time, open up your right hip. So bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and up. Try not to sink into your left side. So your hands, both of them, are still evenly and equally rooted. Your shoulders are still square and strong. You can choose to stay right here. This is a great place to stay. Or if you feel like it, flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward. Yes, lift your hips. Breathe down into your belly. Feel the stretch in your front body. Nice, beautiful poses. Take one more inhale if you're in the back bend. And then bring it back to a three-legged dog pose. And everybody, square off your hips. See if you can feel the difference. Square hips, open hips. Very different. Right leg long, strong, and powerful. One more inhale. And then exhale. Step your right foot to the top of your space. This time, we're gonna move into a warrior one. I hardly ever teach warrior one, but we're doing it today. So back heel pivots down. I like my feet on two train tracks rather than a balance beam, and then rise up. So your back toes are facing slightly out to the left, slightly forward. It's different than warrior two. In warrior two, left toes face straight out to the left. So warrior one, your toes are facing more forward. Work your hips towards square. So the intention is to pull right hip back, left hip forward, and find that brace around your middle. Take one more inhale as you reach high. And then as you exhale, straighten your front leg. Bring your right hand to the crease in your right hip. So the front of your right hip, literally push your right hip back, hinge forward, reach as long as possible. Eventually left hand to the outside of right foot if that is available. Otherwise, inside of right foot is fine. You could also use a block under your left hand. Then see if you can take your right arm to the sky, revolved triangle. Yes, good job. Keep working your right hip up, 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 and press back through the top of your right thigh. Nice, Kate. Front leg as straight as you can get it. Twist from your center, lengthen through your spine. Beautiful work, my friends. Take one last round. Bottom of your exhale, release. Walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Adjust your feet so that all of your toes are facing the long edge of your mat, feet parallel. Halfway lift as you inhale. And then exhale, either fold or play. Explore in any way. About 5 to 7 breaths. Stay present. So stay in your body, on your mat. Rise and fall of your breath. Good job, everybody. Just a couple more. Next time you inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. And then crawl your hands forward, rotate toes forward, low lunge. Again, we're gonna move into a standing split. Right foot roots down, left leg floats up. Take a big inhale as you reach long, and then exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks into the back of your right knee. Pause here. Bring your right hand up. Try to grab hold of your left foot. Once you've got your left foot in your hand, we're gonna start to stand up. So root into your right foot. See if you can come to a standing position. Once you are standing, work your twisted dancer pose. So it's just like you did when you were on your hands and your knees. Now you're balancing on one foot. Plug in with your inner thighs. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Nice job, you guys. Beautiful. If you're in the full expression, give it one more deep breath. See if you can come out the same way you came in. So really slowly come back down. Release your right foot. Forward fold. You can give your left leg a little shake out, paddle out to your heels. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Big full body stretch, breathe in. And exhale, hands to heart. Flow with your breath. High mountain, inhale. Baby back bend, cactus your arms. It's different than leaning back. It's a curling open. Inhale, re-extend. And then slowly take it down into your forward fold once again. Nice job, beautiful Liz. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa however you feel like. See you in down dog. Once you're back in your dog pose, really just feel whatever there is to feel. Maybe feel right side versus left side. Is there a difference? Inhale, take your left leg to the sky. And peel your left hip open. So bend your left knee, reach it out and up. Yeah, good. You should feel the outside of your left glute squeeze to create this action. So rather than sinking into your right side, you want to use the mobility in your left hip to create this. Stay right here. This is a wonderful place to stay, or option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down, left arm reaches forward. Nice, Jen. Open through the front of your heart. Breathe down into your belly. Beautiful. Nice, Erica. Take one more big, huge, full body breath. And then bring it back, three-legged down dog, everybody. Square off your hips. So feel the difference. I do not care about height. Go for length, strength, and power in your left leg. One more inhale. Nice, Trace. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of your space. And then warrior one once again. So back heel pivots down. Rise as you are ready. I like my feet on two train tracks. Traditionally, it's more of a balance beam. You do you. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Tone your belly. So you're not flaring your ribs forward, navel to spine. Find that brace around your middle. One more inhale as you reach up. And then as you exhale, bring your left hand to the crease of your left hip, straighten your left leg. Literally push your left hip towards the back wall as you hinge at your hip. So you're lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Then eventually right hand to the outside of left foot, left arm to the sky. Right hand could also come to the inside of left foot. Right hand could also come to a block. So this is, in my opinion, pretty uncomfortable. See if you can be with that discomfort for about 3 breaths. Work your left leg as straight as it will go. Keep lifting your left hip up, 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 and pressing the top of your left thigh. Back, 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 back. Yes, spine is long. Twist from your center. Last round. You guys are awesome. Nice work. Awesome, Norma. And then slowly let it go. Walk your hands to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet. So adjust your stance however you need. All 10 toes face towards the long edge of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then wherever you want to take it, either fold or explore. And if exploring means standing all the way up and working it in some way from a standing position, that's totally fine. Doesn't have to be exactly what you did on the other side. Good job, everybody. About 2-3 more rounds, wherever you're working. All right, next time you inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground, so bend your knees as needed. And then crawl your hands to the top of your space, low lunge position. From low lunge, standing splits, left foot roots, right leg lifts. Take a big inhale, lift your right leg as high as you can, spread your right toes, and then exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks in the back of your left knee. Pause. Bring your left hand to grab your right foot, left hand to right foot. This might be where you stay. This might be as far as you go. Otherwise, see if you can start to stand up. So root into your left foot and rise. Once you feel like you're kind of found your balance, start to work the pose. So right arm reaches forward and up. Kick foot in the hand, pull hand back in the foot. Try to hug him with your inner thighs. So as best you can, don't let your right knee shoot out to the right. Hug in. Lift your heart using the mobility in your mid and your upper back. Yes. So good, you guys. Spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand. Give it one more round. And then see if you can come out slowly, same way you came in, just for funsies. If it doesn't happen, no big deal. Eventually forward fold, top of your space. Shake out whatever you need. Pedal out your heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow, let it go. Take it all the way up, rise. Inhale, arms to the sky. And hands to heart, exhale. Flow with breath. One last time, high mountain, breathe in. Baby back bend, navel to spine, protect low back as you open up. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And then slow dive all the way down and fold. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa once again, however you would like. See you in down dog. Really nice work today, everybody. From your down dog, right leg to the sky. And then pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Bring your body down gently. Nice sit. Set yourself up intentionally. If you'd rather take this in a different variation, please feel free. So whatever will best serve you. And then breath by breath, just settle in. Awesome, Jill. And I know the temptation is to go somewhere else in your mind, distract yourself. So much easier, but see if you can over and over again, just come back. Come back to the sensation in your body, to the rise and fall of your breath, to this room, this moment right here, right now. So not trying to figure anything out in your head, not trying to decide what you're going to get at the grocery store on your way home from class, but just being present in your body. Just allowing yourself to feel, even if it's a little uncomfortable or unpleasant. So rather than tuning out and trying to ignore the sensation, tune in and get curious about it. Explore it, respond to it. Be here for about 4 or 5 more breaths. On my knees and out of love, anytime you want, you can sigh it out your mouth. Ah.
Dismiss your fears, get over your illness. Or you find out grace in your
Last couple rounds. Good job, everyone. Bottom of your next exhale. However you want to get there, start a transition back to downward facing dog. So maybe three-legged dog, a little shaky shake, maybe a vinyasa, maybe some cat-cows. Eventually, just walk it out in your down dog. All right, left leg to the sky, inhale. Then pigeon pose, left shin forward, bring your body down nice and easy. If you want to take a different variation on this side might feel different, so honor that. Set yourself up intentionally with lots of attention. And breath by breath, just settle in. So if it feels like you're flaring your ribs forward and trying to press your heels down, see if you can do the opposite. Navel to spine. Find that brace around your middle. It's your transverse abdominis. And then also your left hip will be safe. So you're plugging the femur bone into the socket. Your left hip lifts a little bit. So left hip pulls up and back as you fold forward. Good job, you guys. Good awareness. Send your breath down into your left hip. Soft face, soft jaw, soft through your outer shell. So what does that even feel like to soften your outer shell? Just get curious. Maybe it's an energetic softening. About 4 or 5 more rounds. You can exhale out your mouth anytime. And try to stay here in this room, on your mat, in your own body, with your own breath. So nothing to figure out, nothing to control outside, just allowing what's here to have space to move through and be acknowledged and felt and held. Last couple of breaths or so. And I'll just leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty much even on both sides, start your transition back one last time to one last down dog. And if you want one last vinyasa, now would be your time to take that. If you would rather take one last child's pose, you're welcome to take child's pose instead. If you're already down on your back and you want to just wait for us there, that's fine. So wherever you've ended up, just give yourself a moment to feel. Feel everything there is to feel inside, all the space, all the energy. Looks like everybody's ready to get onto your back. So in your next couple of breaths, go ahead and start to find your way down. You can face whichever direction you'd like. Once you're on your back, just gently hug your knees towards your belly. Take a little rock from side to side. And then supine spinal twist of your choice. So legs go one direction, opposite arm reaches out, or you could goalpost your opposite arm against the ground. Breathe down into your belly, big spacious Buddha belly breaths. Take about 4 or 5 rounds on this side, and then switch to the other side on your own. No hurry at all, but once you feel pretty even on both sides with your twist, come back to center. Take a happy baby pose or any other finishing poses that you would like. Maybe there's some sort of inversion that you're feeling. Maybe you just want to give your knees a big squeeze. Happy baby is always a good way to traction out your spine at the end of practice. So take your time, my friends, but eventually we're moving towards Shavasana. So you can start your own slow journey into your final relaxation. As you settle in, I will just share with you a little reading from Cory Muscara. He says, "My experience is that there is an energetic law to surrender. You get back all that you are willing to let go. It may take a different form. You may not get what you thought you wanted, but you will be filled to the extent you are willing to release. You will touch life to the extent you allow yourself to be cracked open. My experience is that there is an energetic law to surrender. You get back all that you are willing to let go. It may take a different form. You may not get what you thought you wanted, but you will be filled to the extent you are willing to release. You will touch life to the extent you allow yourself to be cracked open." These last few moments, let go of any control or efforting in your breath. Just let your autonomic nervous system take over again. Let your body breathe you. Just surrender. So not needing to control, not needing to fix, not needing to figure anything out in your head. Just being right here in this space. Letting go. These last few moments of class. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and release. And just start to slowly bring movement back into your body. Wiggle fingers, toes, maybe rub your hands together, maybe take a full body stretch. Good morning stretch. And just eventually find your way into fetal position on either side and give yourself a couple of breaths just resting there. And using the strength in your arms, find your way up into seated meditation, facing forward towards the front of your mat, front of our space. So right back where we started. Just sit up nice and tall, gather your hands to your heart. Either prayer hands or one palm stacked over the other. And we'll close with one big collective Om. So please join me, or if you'd rather just listen, that's fine too. Start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat if you need to. And then breathe in your voice, fill up with it. Thank you all so much for being here, letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends, good job. You're so welcome. Thank you so much for coming. If you didn't pay on your way in, please don't forget to pay on your way out. And have a wonderful rest of your day. And be here Sunday if you feel like coming to class. Here's my queen. What's that? Like you have it? You feel it, huh? I know. I'm the same way when I don't practice for a while. I'm like, oh my God. Well, good job. You got back. Your hair looks beautiful. It's so long. I can't believe how long it is. Oh, really? Hell yeah. Get down to the butt. Yes. Get down to the patoot. Good to have you, Chris. Sydney. Gonna get it next time. Probably not, but maybe.